We've got a very interesting month here because we got Valentine's Day. So you may be thinking it's a good time to manifest your soulmate or maybe even propose for marriage. Actually, there's a lot of things that is truth behind that. We're going to get into it. But at the same time, we have the full moon coming up and many requests from the last February energy forecast video. So that's why I decided to make this video today to give you guys a little bit more insight. Plus, we've got a big portal that is opening right now. And I think you guys got to know about it. So get your pens, get your pads, get ready, and we're going to dive deep into it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here. And in this video, I want to break down for you 3 major portals this particular month, get into the insights of it, what you need to look out for, how to manifest what you want, and also how to protect your energies. There's 9 things you need to know. So we're going to break it down, get your pen and pad ready. So the first thing we need to understand is on February the 9th, which is literally right now, the portal is wide open where Sun conjuncts Mercury. Now there's 3 things we need to know about this particular portal. The first thing is we're going to suddenly have a lot more clarity in a lot of communication errors. Now, I don't know if you guys have been feeling this, but over the past few weeks, there may have been some communication issues, more so around a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Have you had any arguments lately, or have you had any miscommunication or different type of human errors that have been made that have been quite costly to you? It's highly likely that is happening because there was kind of like a little gray cloud that is kind of hovering and then covering everybody's minds for the past few weeks. But you'll be very happy to know that today, tomorrow, the next few days, the cloud is gone. So we got clear blue skies. And what does that mean? We'll have a lot of mental clarity. It's a good time for you to do what? To really start reevaluating your goals. What are you doing with your life? What's working out for you, what's not working out for you. And remember, we're still in the lunar energy, the transition into the wood snake year. So we've still got that cleansing and clearing that needs to happen. So it's time to really reflect and see what is working for you, what is not. What's not, what do? Throw it out, right? So if it's not working for you, it's time to cleanse, it's time to clear. Another thing as well, these decisions that you'll be making during this time is extremely important because we're sowing seeds in this month of February. Remember what I've said for many months now, February is still a high-speed rail manifestation month. So the seeds you sow is very important. You've got to take massive action. But before taking action, remember, we've got quite a few energies going on. How the snake moves. It moves slowly. It's careful planning. Once it's ready and it's planned out, it strikes. This is how you need to be in this month of February. So this mental clarity will allow you to plan well, okay, for your dreams, your goals, whatever you're trying to achieve. The second thing we need to look out for is creative thinking. During this period, it's highly likely we're going to get a lot of ideas. Now, some may say that's a good thing because then we can write, we can create, we can, do new things, plan new things. But at the same time, I don't know if anybody on here is like this. If there is, let me know inside the comments below. You have too many ideas, right? You guys know who I'm talking about. You kind of suddenly one day you want to do this, next day you want to do another thing, and then you kind of like want to do a million things at once. In Chinese, we have a saying, we call it 3分钟热度. What does that mean? It means 3 minutes we are hot on something. It means 3 minutes we're hot on this and 3 minutes we're hot on something else, and then we keep switching. We cannot really get success doing it that way. So by all means, allow your creative juices to flow, allow yourself to get pen to paper and get these ideas down. But essentially, when everybody always says don't put all your eggs in one basket, I'm telling you, put all your eggs in one basket, because when you put it towards one particular creative flow, guess what's going to happen? What you focus on expands. That's how you manifest and take quantum leap with your success, okay? Now, the third thing is you're going to feel a lot more confidence with your expression, with your communication. So what does that mean? Well, during this period, I highly recommend all of those things that you've been shying away from. Let's say, for example, those hard conversations. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's at work. There's been some things you've been wanting to say to a colleague, to a boss for a long time, but you haven't had the courage to say it. Or maybe in your relationship, you've been shying away from certain very important things you want to say, right? it's time to say it. It's time to get it out there. And I'll tell you something, this particular portal will help you get this communication out there with clarity, with confidence, and so that you start getting the outcome that you actually want. Okay, now the second portal, everybody knows that Valentine's Day is coming up. Now, what do we do during Valentine's Day? Well, you may have a lot of different plans for your date, plans for proposal, whatever it is. It's a good time for that. Actually, you will find that Mercury enters Pisces on the same particular day, so on the February the 14th. Now, what have you got there with Mercury and Pisces? You've got kind of a lot of creativity, you've got a lot of romance, you've got a lot of ideas flowing through. Very good time for downloads, very good time to get pen to paper, very good time to actually allow your expression to go wild. Have courage with that. And I know, it's equally as important to stay grounded with achieving our success, but it really is a time to allow our heads to be up in the clouds. Many times when our heads are up in the clouds and we've got these wacky ideas, many people try to bring us down, back down to earth, right? And while it's important to ground ourselves, it's equally as important to keep that head up in the clouds, because otherwise, how are you going to manifest miracles in your life? So my biggest recommendation for you during this time is whatever romantic pursuits you want. You want to go wild, you want to go out there, you want to go on holiday, you want to take your date out, wherever, do something you've never done before. Or maybe even you have that. This is the second point, by the way, moving intuitively into decision making, right? Proposal is very good for this time, right? Now, I know it may seem like, oh yeah, just propose on Valentine's Day, why not? It seems like the day to do it. But actually, because Mercury enters Pisces at the same time, it's really going to help us with our intuitive decision making. But you're probably thinking, okay, so does that mean everybody should get married during Valentine's Day? Well, not really, because intuitive decision making means what? Well, it means the plus and the minus. It means the go and the stop. Think about it a moment. Some of you may have been in relationships for some time right now, and you've been questioning that relationship, right? You know who you are, but you probably don't dare do it on the surface level and speak to people about it right now because you haven't made that decision yet. Well, let me tell you something. During this particular portal, Valentine's Day, right, it's not just going to be a time for getting together, it's also going to be time for heartbreak, right? Now you're probably thinking, heartbreak, well, what does that mean? Are they going to dump me? Am I going to dump them? Well, actually, take a mature decision on this. You should communicate well. Just speak. If it's not working out for you, just speak about it. You don't have to do it on Valentine's Day. You got like 2 days before, 2 days after, I know it's not like the most romantic thing to talk about during this period, but this is what's going to happen, right? And by the way, do save this video, because it's always nice to know if you guys, experience one or the other side, right? The romantic side, the proposal side, or even the end side. Because when you start coming back to these videos and you start commenting, guess what? You're going to help other people get through it. Everybody knows we're not alone on this journey. Right? These are cycles in life. It happens. But we always need to understand sometimes rejection is God's protection. Always remember and always have this belief and trust and faith that God has something bigger for you. If you have that belief and faith, guess what? God has something bigger for you, something better for you. Okay? So during this time, you're going to find a lot of intuitive decision making. Now, will that just be towards romance? Absolutely not. Intuitiveness, this creativity from the Pisces and the romantic flow and all this type of stuff, it will come through you. So what can you do? Actually, you can do this an energy transmutation and place it towards your career. Have you been stagnant with what you're doing, with your portfolio, with your projects? Have you been a little bit like, oh, I don't know what to do next. I've been a little bit stuck and stagnant. Well, now's the time to actually explore, open new doors, step into new opportunities. It's a great time to do that. Right now is a great time to invest. Invest your energy, invest your money, invest your time into new things. Open up new doors. Remember, it's the Lunar New Year, okay? Now, moving into the third point to do with this Mercury and Pisces, it's actually, for those of you, especially you, I don't know, anybody social influencers here, right? You're an influencer, you're a speaker, you have a personal brand. Well, actually right now is a very good time, I'm talking about that 14th portal, to rebrand yourself. Maybe you've been stuck with the same logo and the same branding or the same positioning for a long time, and maybe you've been thinking to do something different. Well, now is the time. It's a really, really good time for rebranding, repackaging yourself, and putting yourself out there. You will find if you do that during this particular portal, you'll find that the people will stick to it. They will come to it. It'll become magnetic, right? You'll suddenly see things go viral for yourself. So it's going to work out very well for you, okay? By the way, on that note, I don't know if anybody is open or wants to learn about social media or wants to learn how to set up your YouTube channel and make an influence or impact out there, but we do have a social media training that's coming up, and it's absolutely free. You guys can sign up for it. I'm going to put the link below so you guys can check it out. But if you're a person who likes to make an impact and you want to learn how to take that impact and turn it into income, that's a very, very good event for you. And again, it's a free gift for everybody to attend. I'm going to put the link in the first link inside the description. The final portal is actually the portal in between the two portals. And what is that? It's the full moon. It's the one that you guys have been waiting for and been asking for since the last video. I had loads and loads of comments asking, can I cover the full moon? Well, it's the snow full moon, right? And there's three things we need to look out for on this particular portal. So please take your pens and pads and write this down, okay? We all know that full moon is a highly vibrant time. Positive words here, because vibrant time means also energy and motion time, meaning vibration time, meaning emotion time, okay? Now, what does emotion time mean? Is emotion time good? Is it bad? Well, it's not good or bad. It depends what your energy is focused on. Is your mind focused on good? Is it focused on positivity, gratitude, your dreams, your goals? Or is it focused on a lot of negativity that is happening, complaints, things like that? Because whatever you focus on, it will expand. So my biggest recommendation for you during this particular time, right, is to really, really protect your energies, okay? Meaning, don't hang around with people who's, that's going to trigger you. Don't hang around with people who likes gossip or talking negative about things, because you're going to find that will start affecting you, okay? So that's the first thing I want everybody to understand. The second thing we need to know that it's Leo full moon. So what will Leo full moon give us? Well, it'll give us a huge boost in confidence. Again, is this good? Is this bad? We always say everything is neutral. It depends how you use it. You could say a boost in confidence highlights the ego for a lot of people, and people start acting with their ego. Very, very big caution for everybody, especially during a vibrant time. You don't want ego to get involved, because that will amplify and create a lot of chaos. So be very, very aware of that to protect your energies and protect how you are portraying yourself as well. Confidence is good. Overconfidence, when it becomes an egoic thing and you start showing off, is not so good. So use that confidence internally. So believe in yourself, right? What projects do you want to do? What do you need to do? Okay? But don't go blabbing and trying to tell everybody about it and trying to show off about it, because you don't need to do that. My old mentor used to always say, don't make the noise like this. Let success make the noise, right? Just work on it. Do the hard grafting. Get your head down, start working hard, have that confidence, have that belief. That's absolutely amazing. And this energy is going to give to you, but don't portray it too much outside. Otherwise, it's going to flash up on that universal radar, and universe is going to give you a slap on the hand. That's not what you want. Okay? So the third thing we need to know is it's actually a very good time, this particular full moon, to start reflecting. Now, what you'll find is that when this huge illumination happens, it kind of shines a light on our soul. So it's a good time to reflect on our wins, obviously. What's good? How much we've improved, how far we've come. Wow, let's celebrate those wins, right? We always say celebrate wins. And I'd like you guys, by the way, below, let's practice it now. What wins have you had this month? Right? Small wins, big wins, everything's a win. What wins have you had? What achievements have you achieved? What manifestations has already come true for you in this last month? Big or small, write it down. Let us know inside the comments below, right? Because you will realize when you celebrate wins, what happens? It just boosts that positivity. You will have a lot more magnetism towards attracting more positivity in your life just by celebrating wins. That's why you'll see a lot of the time you have a lot of organizations that have like a victory bell, or they celebrate wins, or they start clapping for each other, because it helps, it boosts that confidence, and then you can go even more, you can go 10x more, right? But at the same time, what you're going to find is that it will also highlight the shadows. That's why during this time it's very good for shadow work, right? Or mirror work. Start seeing what's coming up, what's surfacing. And sometimes the full moon, it may bring up some things that, we're not very proud of. We may have some anger inside, may have some frustration inside, may have some jealousy inside, may have some bad habits, and it may show up. But guess what? The full moon's actually on your side. It's not showing it up so that you feel bad about yourself. It's showing up because it's time for you to own up. Have responsibility. This is your life. So what should we do? We should look at it. We should take responsibility instead of playing the blame game and always blaming everything that's happening outside of us and why is this happening to us? Why is that? No, the full moon is helping you. It's showing you that inner reflection is what's creating the outer reflection that you're seeing right now. So if you don't like any part of your life right now, see what's coming up for you. Again, get pen to paper and make some decisions to make action, to change those things, to grow, to learn, find yourself a coach, find yourself a mentor, read a book, take on a new class, Go learn. Very, very important time to start leveling up, especially in the year 2025. It's the biggest year, it's the 9th year. And I'm going to keep reminding you guys on every video, right, to be the best versions of yourself. It's time to level up. And I know you can do it. I trust in you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Otherwise, why would I make all these videos all the time, right? I know that you guys show up. You're here because you want to level up. Now, the only thing that may be missing for some of you is the right action. And hopefully, by creating these videos, every time there's any portal on this channel, hopefully these reminders will help guide you and act as reminders and give you some clues, give you some strategies to be able to level up and make this year your best year yet. If you enjoyed this video, you got anything out of it whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know where you guys are tuned in from. That's always nice to know. Do our good karma deed for the day. If we can share this video, allow this video to help more people out there, that'll be absolutely amazing. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're covering every portal, every astrological event to help you hold yourself accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Sending love and prayers to all. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.